So I know you might be sitting there on the couch, high as hell, and thinking to yourself, what's something good to eat right now? Munchies kicking in crazy, right? I got an idea. Best damn salad, salmon, turkey burger, they got it all. You can choose from a smorgasbord of options right over at bestdamnsalad.com. This is J Focuz from the Wake and Bake Podcast. Let's get back to the show. All right, man. So here's the thing, and it's something that's been fucking with me because I'm sitting around watching movies, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing. Y'all know how I get started with this shit. And the motherfucking fact of the matter of a certain 2 Marvel characters popped up. I said, hold on, wait a minute. How long was Captain America in the army? And if you think about it, this nigga was a private. So your name Captain, you just had like an automatic super duper bump up the fucking ranking scale. Not fair to my fellow veterans out there, not fellow veterans, I never fought in no wars, but to the veterans out there that have served their time and climbed the ranks the correct way. Also, the same thing with Captain Marvel. Not a fucking captain. She was in the Air Force and it was like an admiral or some shit, maybe. I don't know. But it's like, sure, but
if I get a superpower, but I work for you, bitch, call me captain. I'm gonna beat everybody ass.
It can't be, but hold on, wait, it's 2 captains on the same team though. So how y'all both in the Avengers and both of y'all the captain? It's only one captain of one ship, buddy. Come on, man, figure this shit out. I just be having questions. I be sitting around smoking this Thewakenbakepodcast. I don't be doing shit. You know what I'm saying? I work, I write music, and then I think about stupid shit to come say to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm with some friends, some familiar faces, of course, and some not so familiar. And we gonna get into some intros in a second. Matter of fact, fuck it, let's do them now. My name is J Focuz, spell it with a Z, not a S, motherfucker. AKA, your favorite writer's favorite writer.
You are now rocking with Woodrow the Entertainer, your girlfriend's favorite artist, rapper, producer, engineer, songwriter, actor, all that shit.
Hey, you did. Hey, y'all know it's amazing in this motherfucker, you know. I do a little bit of all. I call myself an innovative pioneer, artist, transformational coach, Reiki healer. I don't know, I do it all, write stuff, I engineer, you know. We do the movie scenes around here. Our life is a movie, you know. This is what we do, so ride with us. Let's see where we're going, you know.
All right. And this is
the Wake and Bake Podcast.
Hey.
Little bit.
Gotta do what you gotta do. God damn it. Gotta do what you got to do. Yeah. We back. All right, yes.
And we're back.
Technical difficulties, all type of shit, man. So, yeah. Like I was saying, though, we got Amazing in here. We got Woodrow. it's a lot going on in the world. We can talk a lot about this shit, man. Cause some new music been dropped. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all are artists. Y'all don't always be hip to what's out new or whatever. Trying to keep y'all music and energy pure. Fuck all these fuck niggas albums and shit. But we here to talk more music though. So shit like this. Music Soul Child and Hit Boy got an album. Larry June and the Alchemist announced an album that they plan on having together. Chris Rock got a comedy special that he just dropped. John Morant is Wood Harris and Above the Rim. Dating rappers. Yes, I want to talk about dating with artists and if you've ever done it and how'd it go. I want to talk about Deion Sanders wanting the band at Colorado to go a little HBCU and switch up the soundtrack for the players because he ain't digging it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of shit that's going on in the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? Stick around, hang out. We gonna get to most of this shit. Tell me about it. So since we don't do enough of this, I think I want to start this episode by doing this. So people may have questions, they may ask shit like, oh, well, why does J Focuz think he can do a fucking podcast and talk shit and critique people's music and all type of shit like that? Well, I know. If you actually motherfucking read the description of this show, it explains a lot, okay? I've done some things. I've made some moves. And I'm with people that have made moves too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were gonna do, and we're still gonna do like a full interview with Woodrow. But we are going to kind of do a little dive into kind of musical backgrounds right now. I think you were in a group. Is that right?
Yeah.
How many groups were you in?
Total?
Yeah.
Officially, I'll say like one.
When
when you first start rapping, you get with your cousins and your mans and y'all rap together, do songs together, until somebody fall out or a nigga grow up, or you know what I'm saying, until y'all go y'all separate ways. So it started off like that, you know what I'm saying. So I don't know if that count. We ain't do no shows, no nothing. We just made songs when I first started. But I was in one group in particular called T Money Army. That was the group I was in.
TMH. So to my understanding, you were also in TMH.
Oh yeah, for a little minute. We had moments of it, but yeah, I was blessed with the presence. It was lit for the time it was, Yeah, it had, it had ups and downs and stuff too, but, I always stick to the good, and that's all I really care.
Of course. It's all type of shit, and, y'all will get y'all behind the music one day. You know what I'm saying? We ain't worried about that today. Sure. But today I do want to talk about the difficulty of being in a group. I'm familiar with that because I too was in a group as a teenager, and it eventually evolved into like a collective of artists or whatever. But I just know that it's difficult being in a group, and because of things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? You grow up, you start moving differently in life, different things are happening for you at a different pace, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe one of your people in the group actually starts popping off.
Right.
Maybe they start moving around and start getting different deals and different shit like that, and then you're sitting around like you're the one. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like, damn, and I won't lie. I guess for the sake of transparency and to get y'all to open up about y'all situations being in the group, I do want to mention that was kind of like my situation. So, I was in a group and Day One Zale, my nigga Relly Skrelly, rest in peace Relly Skrelly, man, and we were moving around doing a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? We were under the same management company that MC Bree was signed to, so a lot of the time we were moving around and showing up at places where Bree was supposed to be, Bree to go take 5 minutes and y'all open up the set, you know what I'm saying? But, and then that causes a whole different set of problems because it's like, the promoter's son or whatever who's thinking he's the last act before the main act or whatever who went on, he's thinking he's the last one. And it's like, nope, these other motherfuckers is about to go on. And then the motherfucking headliner is about to go on. Piss mad niggas off. I'm sorry, y'all, dog. A little bit of privilege around here. It's not my fault. Yes, it's
It's
not
all
my
work,
fault,
man.
dog.
We've been paving the way, you know. Whether y'all seeing the work and put in or not, we paved the way always, you know.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of different shit.
Do.
But slightly after we left the management company, shit kind of slowed down for me. While I was trying to prep my first solo project, my first official one, I Would Not Lose, and shit started popping off for Zell. You know what I'm saying? Zell eventually kind of started going around making moves, and I think he had signed a deal with Chopper Young City from making the band.
Yeah,
Chopper was running around signing motherfuckers, and he was one of the guys that got a deal when he was running around with Chopper. Came back, you know what I'm saying? I actually got my motherfucking J Focuz tattoo at a tattoo party that he was hosting when he had first got back. He had the motherfucker just tat up everybody. Everybody get a tat. And so it was a cool time, but it was like, what do I need to do? You know what I'm saying? As an artist. And at this time, mind you, we were all like independent, you know what I'm saying, of each other. Like we weren't a group anymore. However, people still saw us that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so whenever you see one of us, they kind of expect to see the other ones when you out there on the scene, and then you telling them that it's just you, and now they expecting like a decline in like the type of music that you got, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, it gets tricky, is my whole point. You know what I'm saying? I understand being in a group, and even like post being in a group, you still kind of have some of the effects from during that. Yeah. You got anything like?
I got a lot of shit.
Just to say, you ain't got to go too crazy in depth or whatever.
Well, I could just touch on what you said. Like, when you start off, when you in a group of people, you know what I'm saying, somebody might have been active before y'all was in the group. Right. Like you said, somebody might have had their own motion. So, somebody might have more motion than others. And, you know, when you get to a certain point as a group that y'all moving as one versus, even though, okay, let me back it on up. All right, I was part of Team Money Hungry. We actually didn't start out as a group. We was just a collective of artists. We just was moving and doing shows. We didn't even have songs together like that. I do my song, he'll do his song, he'll do his song. But we are doing back to back to back, and we all live as hell. We all on the stage together, hyping each other up, so it looked like a group. Yeah. So basically, the public made us a group for real. Right. That's number one. But difficulty with being in a group is you got to deal with people's personalities. If you know your music business, and you do a record deal as a group, think about the percentages that you get as an artist already. You getting less than 12%.
Based on the label, based on the deal.
So you getting less than 12% as a single artist. Don't let it be 5 people in your group. You gotta bust that 10% down to 2%. Right, and then you still gotta pay everybody involved. Yeah. You know how many records you gotta sell before you make some money?
A whole lot.
That's one.
That's
one thing. Like when you said, when one person starts to pick up their own, you know what I'm saying, they start getting booked on side ventures and stuff, and then other people might feel away, or, you know what I'm saying, management might not like that shit, you know what I'm saying, or they just, like, we was made to follow a certain motherfucker, but when I started getting a little, I was doing my own thing, you know what I'm saying, but I still was doing everything with the team too, and everything for the team, but it could get tricky with that shit.
Hell yeah, man.
And in the moment, I didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean nothing by it. Like I just was working shit. I've been doing this shit since before y'all.
Right, and it's gonna keep happening during and after.
I've been active for like 11 years around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like I get active, so.
Hey.
I got other songs that was popping before y'all. I got other songs that's popping after. I got a lot of features I do, you know what I'm saying? I do a lot of stuff.
All features. Like
so,
crazy.
I guess, you know what I'm saying? Once you get in a group, you can't move like you want. You might not be able to move how you want to move.
How you normally would.
Yeah, and it could just be issues. You know what I'm saying? It could be all type of issues.
But then,
motherfuckers dealing with personalities, all type of shit.
You got similar situation?
No, I was gonna say, but that's kind of like any relationship. It's like learning boundaries, learning who you dealing with, and how y'all gonna communicate. It's all about communication. So, you know, to piggyback off what both of y'all said, I feel like it's just all in the view. So it's like if we all come together to support each other, you know, which that was the case, you know, it's all good to make sure y'all individually is, you know, still being creative. Why? Because you can take individual sparks and bring it together, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if y'all just like feeling envious of one another or not having a clear board, like, look, I'm still doing this for us even when I push my shit. Or somebody might fucking like these people, and but the rest of these whole thing come with the group, and you feel me? Like at the end of the day, we still moving as we moving. But it's like if I get an opportunity, I'm gonna let them know I got a team. I'm gonna let them know what's going on. So what, you know, what's the discrepancy? Why is it a disconnect? You know,
I think it was like sometimes we'll go do a show somewhere, and you know they love us all, but they want to book me, or they want to book one person. You know, it ain't always just me. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't always just me. Everybody in the team makes me dope as fuck.
Yeah.
But they might just want to book one person. You know what I'm saying? And then the group will get booked somewhere else in the same fucking day. You know what I'm saying? So that's a conflict of interest right there. So more than likely, we probably gonna say we're gonna go with the group more than likely. You know what I'm saying? But then now you look bad on the booking side.
A real group will go to both though.
It's so much stuff to consider.
Go to both though, my type shit. The shit I be on, we doing all this shit, and we supporting you, and we supporting our cause. We gonna tell them see when you become an artist, and I know back then we were still growing. When you become an artist, you gotta tell them that it's a privilege for them to have you bless this stage as much as vice versa. You feel me? So that stuff like that, I feel like even now it's like that. It comes to play like, oh shit, I'm booked up. That's a good look for y'all if it get played that way. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, we were lucky. Like, I was lucky in the regards that none of us had ever outdone each other. You know what I'm saying? So people were more expecting the group songs than they were our individual shit. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And so we had some of our own little shit that, you know, we all had a song each that we got to put on our first project that we started moving around with. But at the same time, it's kind of like, once again, once you move up the food chain, everything, the dynamics within the group, what kind of was like set in stone and like, you know, on some what's understood or gotta be explained type shit. Like, we all understand that this is how shit works. We're never gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But we know that this is kind of the situation here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, especially like when you do like group songs, for instance, like when y'all do the crew cut. It's like, all right, this guy is the hook guy, so he's probably gonna come with a crazy hook for us. But he say all the swaggy type shit, cool shit. That might be like a good second verse. You know what I'm saying? So we might even start it with a little bit more energy. Another person might have that energy that'll bring the track in and bring it all together. So it's like finding that little formula, and then once you got it, sticking to it, and then once people start going outside of it, even, you know what I'm saying, within the creative process, can be a hassle. You know what I'm saying? And so being in groups is never fucking easy, and that's why I'm always impressed with niggas like we got Paul.
Yeah, Paul.
hey.
No, okay, give me a second. I'm impressed with niggas like Pusha T that go solo.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I definitely can agree with that.
Yeah, no, hey. But yes,
That
so groups that eventually go, we're back by the way. From solo acts, from group acts to solos, you know, give us some. Who's done it besides like Pusha T? Like, what are some other
Who went
examples?
solo from a group?
Yes.
I guess you could say Quavo.
That's not successful. You see what I'm saying? Like, some niggas successfully did it.
Alright, let me
like
say.
Pusha T made a questionable classic album on
Scarface.
Scarface is good.
I'm gonna say Payroll, just
Scarface
because
is
you
really
say
good.
keep it in the city.
I mentioned Payroll the
Tupac.
last time we brought this up.
Tupac was in. Oh yeah.
Tupac wasn't in the group.
Oh no, he was in that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He was. Yeah. But Ice Cube.
Yep.
Yeah.
Went on his own and went
So,
crazy. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, people do it all the time, and I really look up to them types of people that can do that shit without the expectation of the group type shit. Like, it's a different wave over here.
Wyclef. Lauren Hill.
Oh, I was gonna say Lauren Hill.
Yeah. Good examples.
Was Erykah Badu in it? Oh, she was welcome? Wait.
No.
No, that's Lauren Hill. And,
but they were in a hip hop history right here.
Hey.
They were in a quote unquote group. I can't remember the name of it, but it was Erykah Badu, it was D'Angelo, it was I cannot remember what they called themselves, but they all were like a quote unquote group within the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like on some industry magic type shit. It's a lot of shit that motherfuckers don't know. And I do appreciate like the podcast era for like being able to bring some of this shit forth. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas be talking about some whole other shit and then somebody just remember a story from 1999
for real.
Tell you about what was happening within the industry.
Yeah.
More importantly, not just the studio session or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Like the industry politics behind it. That's why I do like the fact that people like us do pods because we understand and know a lot of this motherfucking back behind the scenes action. A lot of niggas that are independent artists don't have the full experience of having management teams and doing all type of cool shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we do some cool shit. But we can get off talking about ourselves. What do you think about being in groups, y'all? Let us know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. I want to know what you think, man. We can talk some shit. You can comment. I'm gonna comment back. Don't be surprised if I fucking cut your stupid ass out. You know what I'm saying? This some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might say something crazy. And I can just go crazy on your dumb ass. And then everybody in the comments is gonna say, this nigga J Focuz is crazy. I love this nigga. I'm liking his shit. I'm thumbs down on your shit. That's dumb as fuck. Anyway, there's a lot of shit going on, man. Like, even music drop. I want to talk about the music that's dropping, dog, but I also want to talk about this salad is the best motherfucking salad. So, I know you might be sitting there on the couch, high as hell, and thinking to yourself, what's something good to eat right now? Munchies kicking in crazy, right? I got an idea. Best damn salad, salmon, turkey burger, they got it all. You can choose from a smorgasbord of options right over at bestdamnsalad.com. This is J Focuz from the Wake and Bake Podcast. Let's get back to the show. Okay, talk to me.
They got the thing when you first create your account, they ask you your interests and things like that, and maybe one of the clicks might have been like some sport.
Okay, all right, we getting to the motherfucking bottom of this shit. God damn.
They target people, you know, based off the shit that you're interested in.
Because I probably just clicked a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, like, you know, you don't think nothing of it.
This wasn't gonna be the channel I'm using to
it's like stuff you like and your interests. You like
they
art, music,
activity,
right? Like,
working
like
what? Y'all know what bullshit pop up in my algorithm?
What?
Give me videos of shit that's so satisfying. Like they have a whole bunch of dried out, freeze dried chalk. Break it up and something, and then pour some water in it and mix it up, and it's messy as fuck. And I'd be like, why does this shit keep coming up? But I keep watching this shit. I keep watching this shit though.
Because they know what they do. Anything that I've noticed I'm looking at for more than 3 minutes, I'm like, nope.
Nigga, you be watching pimple popping videos, don't you? You be watching them.
Those used to pop up on Instagram sometimes.
A lot of motivation shit be on my shit. I be like motivation, a lot of Nipsey, a lot of Tupac, a lot of freaking.
I wouldn't play what's popping because popping.
Hey, yeah.
But yes. So that is what I think. That is what I believe. If you do not believe it, I don't give a fuck. Thanks for watching.
Hey.
Anyway.
God damn.
No,
but no, it's a lot of music that came out, a lot of other cool shit. And since I'm not on the musical topic and I'm not the segue king, that was a terrible segue. I want to know, if you were giving the option, would you live on a cruise ship? Why or why not?
Yes. I don't know who waiting to fucking answer, but
no.
I wanted to, but it's a time frame. You know what I'm saying? It's like I wanted to try. I told my girl, I'm like, shit, let's go work on a cruise for a couple years. And shit. I'm like, that'd be fun as hell. We get to travel the world.
That way, like live and work or something.
However, even if you know what I'm saying, just forever. You know what I'm saying?
Your crib, like,
yeah. But I'm just telling y'all how I thought about it before, and I hadn't thought about
that.
Right. So you can now live on a cruise ship for $30,000 a year.
That's not bad.
Listen.
What's included?
Yeah, I'm not very sure. Sounds good, but
I'm not doing that.
Woo. Yeah, no. I really want to see what is included with this.
I mean, your crib can't just leave you, because, like, what if y'all go, what if it's a travel? Y'all travel. So what if they're like, they dock in different cities, so what if your crib
should be able to leave you?
The house is leaving in 30 minutes, guys.
Oh, okay. So look, this is how podcasting gets good. So, actually, speaking of that, your crib leaving you, Ford just came out with these cars. They creating a patented technology that allows your fucking car to drive itself back to the motherfucking factory. So if you don't pay your motherfucking car note, it's gonna pull itself out the motherfucking garage and go home, back to where it came from.
So all y'all gotta do is know how to. You better know your car. You better know your car. Take all that out. You know what I'm saying? You go to somebody.
Do you want to do that,
bro? Listen, I'm not playing with y'all. Now y'all gonna take me to another level, and I'm not gonna go there. If y'all sign a contract, it's paid for anyways with y'all assets in once it's tied to it. You feel me? If you do cash, that's a whole different story. So they really can't do that. Right? You look. That's the wave right now. For like, I guess I don't really go off ages, but like certain, era of, being 85, 90, 95, stuff like that. Like we learning about, secure credit, financial literacy and stuff like that. So really when you learn as a consumer who you really are, you are not the all caps name. I ain't gonna get too deep into it, but they ain't got the right to do that for real. So a lot of consumers is learning how to go after these violations.
They gonna make that in the contract.
They've been shitting on everybody's rights, like the low-key involved.
Exactly, it's all right.
Getting away with
But now this is not a law. This is a company, private entity.
That's the law that they violate our rights on.
You saying though, like you said, you already approved that bank to pay for that car already type shit.
Yo, SSN.
I'm about to say no.
You got securities.
What if, for instance, like you just owe the lot? Owe the lot. Boom. The lot say, hey, bro, it's repo time. You missed 4 payments. I gotta come get it. We let you miss 4.
Right.
You wildin' for real. You know what I'm saying? We about to push a button. That bitch gonna open your garage. Pull out.
How y'all just going too far?
Close your garage.
My shit better be taken off the street.
And go.
Y'all go. Y'all get my garage open.
We are getting our shit.
Y'all open my
I
garage.
We are getting right.
And the clause is gonna be crazy.
What contract did I sign that I don't know about?
Whichever lot.
I'm all for the whole like not because Volvo been having some shit like that. They lock you up.
I bet.
Volvo,
no, Mercedes do that too.
I don't play with those
the electric vehicles.
You walk up to that
will
shit,
lock you the fuck out. They'll lock you the fuck out.
Someone won't stop.
They say that you gotta have a subscription now. Like you gotta pay monthly for the Mercedes upgrades.
Hey, these
so if you want like heated seats, all that fly shit, it's like a subscription model. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You gotta download the app.
Monthly payments or yearly. You know what I'm saying? It's cheaper to do yearly.
You buying your car and they making you lease components to your car more and more now. That's
the hardest shit ever. That's the hardest shit ever.
Grand Theft Auto got to with that shit.
Well, Grand Theft Auto technically is
fucking shit that we already paid for.
Real talk. That's why I'm impressed now when I see niggas like adding Vegeta in there. Like I seen a nigga being like Dragon Ball Z and that motherfucker going crazy.
A car?
No, it was a nigga actually Vegeta.
Okay, yeah,
and he was shooting fireballs and shit.
Wow. That's sweet.
Like, niggas have done everything to that game at this point.
Yeah, they exploiting the financial aspect of it though, just like every company.
But that's why a lot of people are going to. All right, I guess we're going into video game reviews. So I guess this is why they're going into like a lot of people are going PC mainly because of shit like that. Like why I can pay them for the shit that they're trying to provide me, or I can just mod it. And now, this whole pay model that y'all have is washed. You know what I'm saying? Come out with some new shit, or I'm not paying y'all again. You know
it's really wild because niggas creating their own versions. Now you got motherfucking developers who like
got their own RP.
I love that.
Niggas got their own RP.
Keep doing that shit,
T Grizzly got one. Shout out to T Grizzly.
Yeah.
Shit lit. Everybody got a couple of.
How that shit work?
You
pay, you subscribe, but at least you paying to a motherfucker that you at least supporting. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga shit like that.
That's a big ass company.
So do Grand Theft Auto get paid through that?
Hell no, it's private. Like if you come out with a game and I learn how to work your game and create mods and different stuff for people to play, I create that shit.
He got a platform and a way to promote it.
Yeah, so people
he made it fun. He went on there and started playing and promoted and made it fun and made people want to join and get in that bitch, and then they pay to get in that bitch. And he also get paid off the streams. He get paid off streams twice by 2 different services.
Twitch and YouTube.
Twitch and YouTube.
But right, yes. You gotta have a Discord. People get a Discord. The gamers come to it, and then they sign up through the Discord.
Oh damn.
So yeah, I mean it's a lot. It's a lot. It's cool shit going on, but it's also bullshit going on. Like what's anything recent y'all play? Y'all play anything new?
Video game?
Yeah.
Like new releases?
Just anything recent.
All I play is Call of Duty. I don't play Call of Duty.
Oh shit.
So you play the new Warzone?
I'm out my head with Warzone, bro. Don't put me on camera.
Fair enough. Fair enough. No,
Actually,
what's your name? Can you mention it to the people? You ain't got to show your face if you don't want to.
I'm Rush Hour. You know what it is.
Rush Hour in the building. You know what I'm saying? Right now, he said he's trying to duck off, man. He ducked off, man. It's all good. But yeah. Right. Yeah, I played the new Warzone though. They got the new maps coming out in season 2 and all of that fly shit. And I'm murking these niggas. They coming out with new, like I like the fact that you can like hang on ledges and do shit like that now. Like you can really like travel more. Yeah. No, it's really fucking cool. Like the way that they've upgraded it. But okay, Black Ops. That's Black Ops. And they probably is coming out with another one soon as fuck. But no, Cold War has zombies on it, and that's like upgraded as fuck and a lot easier to play. You know what I'm saying? It's simpler.
So am I not tripping? Warzone is the gameplay is way different than
it is. It's not the same.
I'm like, bro, this is.
Yeah, cause I got Modern Warfare. I got the first Modern Warfare.
Oh shit.
They killed me before I hit the ground.
That's gonna happen. That's in any Call of Duty though. When you first start, I expect to get murked, but like Warzone was something different.
Yeah. When I hit the ground, this is my first time.
Right.
My first 3 times playing Warzone. I fall out of the plane. I'm like, oh shit, I fall out of the plane. All right, parachute. Before I put parachute, shot me up the sky.
There it is.
Dead. Second time, came right back. Hit the ground. Hit the corner. Nigga was already right there. Nigga suplexed me. Struck my neck.
Oh yeah, hit him with
and
a
then pulled out a knife and threw it through my head.
Hey, y'all crucial with these games.
And I had a girl, so it just looked bold.
And why y'all always
damn.
make the girls play better? You know what's fucked up?
Right, it looks crazy.
They always do that. They made the girl characters better, so everybody got this fucking shit is ridiculous.
Oh my god,
no man, it's like Avatar.
Yeah, the Avatar.
It's like,
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Everybody wants to portray themselves as something else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Avatar ain't got no game yet.
When does that go too far, huh?
Avatar ain't got no game yet.
He said, when did that go too far?
No, it's gonna be whack.
Well, you gotta have to what you're portraying.
I'm talking about aim.
Maybe. Huh?
Fuck that too.
Avatar be whack. No, come on, Aang Avatar. Yeah, that would be lit though.
Yeah, I love it.
Why don't Avatar have a game?
I think they had a game.
Really
they had an old game back in the day.
It gotta be an open world game or it's whack.
I was about to say they did more like character development though.
Yeah, like they did that with Harry Potter. They took Harry Potter into open world. Now that might be live. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. I don't even watch it.
Is that what they talking about? Hogwarts?
Yeah. That's why it's so popular right now. Shout out to the
algorithm.
algorithm tapping into you right now.
But
yeah, like that's the kind of shit. Like I would play it. But overall, games are going up, man. I'm probably gonna fuck around and switch to console. Fuck around and get a Steam Deck on niggas. Really switch up the game. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I've been playing Black Ops 3 because on Black Ops 3, you know they got all of the different maps. But they got this one map that you can it's these bow and arrows. And the bow and arrows do different shit once you did all of the Easter egg type shit and you figured out all of the bullshit and you can put together different shit. And so that shit is hard. The Cold War zombies, very simple. It's like a tier system. So when you grab certain weapons, it's like a color. So it'll show you like, hey, this is a weak weapon, but if you get 2 of them, you can make a better one. You can go to the little stand and make a couple weapons.
Oh yeah,
you can put together. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't be spending that much time with zombies, dude.
Dog, that shit is a blast.
I like
yeah, you can just blast away.
I be on multiplayer. My levels up, nigga.
Until you die. Till you die.
I ain't dying,
Around 100 in this day.
What am I attached? What a
Put the
baseball
zombies in the open world on Call of Duty.
One to the dead.
That'll fuck the world.
That'll fuck them up. No, they do that though. They did like a
like that
the
on
first
Marvel.
Warzone. On the first Warzone, they did like a
They did.
Halloween type deal. Once you died, you became a zombie. Then you had to kill niggas. That was kind of boring. I didn't play that version of it.
Yeah, you just moving slow like this.
Yeah, I didn't really fuck with that. But
I did shit retarded. Cause like nigga, you win anyway.
yeah.
It's like whatever side you want, you win.
Oh, let's live then.
So hey, what fucking video games are y'all playing, man? Let me know in the comments. We can talk about it, or we cannot. That's up to you, man. If you say some crazy shit, dog, I don't really be responding to, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I will respond to it. I will respond. If you gotta do it for the algorithm. Content over everything, bitch. Anyway,
2K?
I really don't fuck with sports games, dog. I'd rather just watch them.
I like hooping.
I fuck with 2K. I only played the new one.
Sports
once.
games don't,
I know. Y'all wanna shoot shit. Outside and shoot shit. He's up.
Yeah, I love shooting shit. That's a
Shit,
blast.
shit, bang, motherfucker.
Yes, that's a blast. So, recently I was reading something, and it was intriguing because of who it came from. The messenger was Jadakiss himself. And he recently, during a podcast interview, said that he thought that the labels were to blame for the violent music and the violent lyrics. I want to know if y'all got like a unique angle on that. I'm gonna try to come up with something really fast.
Because that's since the early 90s, late 80s? Yeah, since the 90s, for real. Like that's what they chose to push. You know what I'm saying? That's what they chose to really put their money behind and
but
push on
that
the
ain't
culture.
Also necessarily, I feel like all the labels though, because we also still support that shit. We don't go listen to King Brian before we listen to King. Like that's just how we do it.
Yeah, but they can make sure we don't ever hear that shit unless we around.
There, you gonna go search it now.
Back then, I'm talking about back then.
On the radio, yeah.
He talking about when the whole industry flipped to that type of music. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go that route, that go back to the 90s.
I feel like they only following the numbers though. The numbers don't lie, shit.
Yeah.
Who's selling?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Who's
see,
selling?
I was hoping somebody came with that take before I did. I'm glad you did.
Detrimental to the culture.
At the end of the
And
day,
like we blame them for
it's the
capitalizing on
fans.
the shit that we
Yes.
Go
created.
do, yeah.
it's the fans, bro. We have to not support the shit.
Right.
And if we want to see a change, we have to be the change. We can't expect the rappers to do it because they're not incentivized to. You only get dancing and bops and vibes and motherfucking strip club nights and all type of cool ass, fly ass, fun shit when you get the nigga shit that they making right now. I'm just saying. Now we can hate on it all we want, but it's very fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is.
It's a place for everything. I'll say this: if you're gonna make that type
But
of
we ain't gotta be
music,
so brutal.
just give both sides. Give both sides of it. You know what I'm saying? Don't just talk about.
We can't all talk at the same time.
Yeah,
Go
my
ahead.
bad. No, you good.
I was just gonna say if you gonna talk about that life and push that type of shit, and that's the type of shit you push, talk about what comes with that too. Don't just talk about what you are here doing, because you know kids are young, they're susceptible to everything you saying. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't have fathers. They get raised by what you saying in your music. You just think you making music, but a kid hearing this at 11, 12, 10, 7, you know what I'm saying? 14, they really taking that in and abiding by that. So we gotta, as artists, we gotta take that. That's a responsibility. That's a responsibility that we have.
Yes.
You gotta. Shit, you can see NBA YoungBoy was saying that he wanna change his music. You know what I'm saying? The message that he putting out, because when you got a following like that, like they really follow you, they really do that shit. And depending on what you pushing,
Them kids
you know what I'm saying?
out
They
there
run with
really
it.
riding, freaking stealing cars, running the cops over. I ain't mad at them if you know what I know, but be safe. Don't do that stuff. You know?
I mean, they've always done that too, though.
Yeah.
And I think it was before rap. Like, I don't think it was any better or worse. It's just like
It definitely got
communication connects us a lot more. But niggas was getting away with shit back in the day that you never even would, because, you know, of cool shit like no cameras. Hey, guess what else they didn't have? DNA evidence.
Right, because what is this shit?
That shit came about in like the early 80s or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So all throughout history, all throughout history, niggas was getting off. That's the only reason why niggas was able to rob banks and do all that cool shit, because technology was limited. You know what I'm saying?
At the same time, not everything not so brutal and shit bad now, because we talk about every time something happens, somebody says
anytime you think about something,
and it reaches millions of people versus just, you know, people in the neighborhood or whatever, or like the community. It's going across the fucking world. Like, oh, the world's so damn bad. Like, well, it's happening every day technically, but now that we all get to see what everybody's going through, that should shine some light. Can't nobody say that they don't see what the fuck going on in the world. You know, they see that too. But I was gonna say, like, with the music influence, what you were saying though about the kids and shit, bro. My favorite rapper is fucking Eminem. And Eminem, I've been listening to him since I was probably like 8, 9 years old. And that nigga, that's a horror movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? That nigga is a fucking horror movie. You know, but he get away with it, not because he's white, but at the same time because hip-hop is a storyteller. It's supposed to be storytelling. You're not supposed to be able to use your lyrics against you. Because you can be talking about somebody else's story, you can talk about what your other people went through. It's supposed to be poetry and all that shit.
It is.
But the only time
but you don't want to be dumb enough to.
And the only time they use the music
rap about something you actually really did do and did.
Right. Unfortunately,
certain niggas do. But like, we don't.
But they really can't use your music.
But then you got the whole aspect of niggas not rapping.
They can't. If you know the law, freedom of speech. My bad.
Freedom of speech, good. But then you got the whole freedom of speech. Who's really living their raps little argument.
Yeah.
So then like, all right. Don't try to go overboard with the bullshit though, is what each artist should be like, because you get caught up with some fake ass shit. Then
okay. And I'm going to do this right now. It's going to suck. I hate that I have to be the one. And who the fuck am I, any fucking way? Just J Focuz with a Z, not a fucking S. Spell it right so you can find me. It's our fault. Our generation. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are all a certain age. I won't expose anybody's age, but I think we're all about sort of in the same range, and we were influential in what happened in the last 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Within music, specifically too, and entertainment and culture. We were responsible. We promoted all of that shit, and we took the jobs that the other people had when the people at the label were saying, well, nigga, you whoever is too old, now we gotta bring in some new blood. And it was us. You know what I'm saying? And so we kept the cycle going. Chief Keef ain't signing nobody.
No, I'm talking about when he came out, that whole...
Oh yeah, we loved it.
So you talking about
that was the start of drill. That was the start of drill.
Yeah.
That was the point. That might have been the point where we was like really heavy on, if you haven't lived it, you can't rap it.
Was a certain way,
was that the start?
Paid to do that, like, nigga.
Was that the start?
What? TV?
Yeah, was that the start of you can't rap it if you ain't lived it? Because it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that.
It was always, I feel like in hip hop, that's always just like,
I don't know.
That's an unspoken rule, you know.
So that's the thing,
I don't think so.
That is. So that's when it crossed the line between storytelling, because I tell and I talk about what I talk about. Yeah, but at the same time, a lot of people these days, it is for the numbers, but it is like little ass kids be saying this shit. That's what I'm saying. Even go down to that. Little kids is making music and they talk about shit that they ain't even done. You feel me? But they out there trying to hold girls.
I was doing it.
You feel exactly?
You know what I'm saying?
And they out here doing it.
My whole thing is this, and that's why I think y'all are wrong, because it's stories like Too Shorts all the time.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas really thought he was a pimp. They really thought he was this. They really thought he was that. And he was like, I was just close to them.
Yeah.
I thought Nas was a gangster. He wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z kind of exposed that fact, but it's the simple nature of he could articulate for the streets, so the streets didn't have to speak for themselves.
Even as a
that was the anonymity. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the secret nature of the black market. It's the black market. Why are you getting in front of one of these and saying, hey, by the way, I was on this street and that street, and I hit the yams at my auntie's house. You know what I'm saying? And then what? That's exactly what the feds will say. You know what I'm saying? And then what? First, I'm gonna stack some more. Like, but these are real lyrics, and that is what we really expect from these people, to really give us a piece of their soul, and we don't even give them shit back. We listen to that shit one time, dog. Give an album one run through. If you're lucky enough to get your album listened to completely by one person, because attention spans are so short, they only gonna go to the first song and then go, I'm done with this, because it's too many songs or whatever the fuck. So it's so much different shit when it comes to like the conception of music.
Yeah, the reason why we going to
all
music
that.
though as a people, bro, because like shit, it seems like a way out. Just like going to NBA, we only got a couple outlets, you know what I'm saying, and then like a couple doors only open every so often for different ways, and then sometimes the music only adapts to that way because they feel like that's where you gotta go, and then you gotta try to stick to yourself, but at the same time be appealing enough to still catch a buzz in the time, whatever time it is. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Speaking of the NBA, now I'm the Segway King. Ja Morant been going fucking nuts, dog. They say that he said his whole situation was a self-defense type thing. He disappeared from all social media. He went away. But this nigga, what player like was openly like similar to him from the past? Like, who can you think of that was like kind of wildin' and everybody kind of knew? Because I can't really think of the person who was doing it on this level. This is wild.
What do you realistically do?
So they're saying that his personal bus, when passing another bus, they pointed some kind of laser device, allegedly, into this vehicle. I'm not sure about that. I think he raps other people's music. They call him, what they call him? OTF. They call him OTF Ja. He OTF Ja. He might as well be a fucking rapper.
I seen the video where he flashed the gun. He probably should have did that.
Right, but he said it was like some self-defense type shit. He said he learned from it, but it's like, this is like...
No, that was when he beat up the little boy or whatever.
Oh, okay, that was that. That was a different case.
So this is supposed to have happened
right.
a while back. I never heard this until this just came out, honestly. I never heard it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what the fuck?
It was nuts.
Like, I heard like 3 Ja Morant stories come out like in a week. I'm like, what the fuck?
Dog, back to back. That was all back.
So,
yeah. Not enough.
So you know he just signed that deal, that $200 million deal. You can't be. You gotta move.
I thought it was
different.
I was
450.
about to say,
I thought it was
bro,
450.
I kind of ain't got no sympathy for motherfuckers who got that type of money, bro. Like, I understand niggas,
gotta
we all
move
human. We got anger. We all get mad, but
Niggas
what you
fight
mad
their whole
about?
life. Niggas fight their whole life to get out.
He like, this who I am. If you come at me, then this what I got for you. Type, you know, but it is like, if you got that much money, you do kind of got. It ain't that I'm flashing. It's this, that. Look, y'all trying to. We don't know what happened. You know,
I definitely keep fighting if I was in this. They ain't gonna tell me that, but I'm not about to be.
Don't be flashing and showing it.
I still gonna have to.
I mean, but shit, Paul Pierce was smoking weed on fucking live. He
Paul
lost his job
Pierce is
because
retired, though.
Yeah.
I think
I'm just saying, like, working for a bigger company, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta.
That's between, if you want to smoke weed and do drugs, that's between you and your contracts, nigga. You gotta worry about your deals, nigga. It's other niggas out here hooping, about to bust your ass. You wanna be high. So go ahead, get high. If that work for you and you can still bust ass, get high. But
as far as
your
John,
contract's gonna be up, nigga. Like, who gonna sign you, nigga?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a learning experience. You see, and he still got away with murder still because he only got suspended 2 games.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. It's a little wild.
As long as he don't lose none of his endorsements, he'll be alright, man. Just stop it. I see he got into it with Shannon Sharp, you know what I'm saying? He telling him, you know what I'm saying? Why you gotta prove hard for what? Nigga, you like,
internet,
you made
dog.
it, literally.
Bro, this
You gotta separate yourself from people that be doing that bullshit, like they said.
I don't want to smoke, but I don't play that shit. I come from smoke. I'm a 5, bro.
Like, what the fuck?
Don't do that. Let's just be me too.
That shit crazy.
Short for that.
Nah, they be like, shit.
They want to pop off.
Well, I'm saying, shit,
Pop
motherfuckers,
that shit.
the internet using the nation right there, emotional over the internet too, like that shit wild as fuck out of them, like, crazy.
Yes, they be so.
Fight shit, I
I need to let them. I be putting shit out. Like, my page got shit down on my other page.
The fighting and shit though, I ain't really care too much about that. I know how I can be hooping and shit, but
Yeah, you know,
Of course they gonna try to sue him. Why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
You know it's going down. So it's all type of shit.
You
Like,
can't over some blasphemy. Come on.
no, I mean,
No,
yeah.
they was hooping or something, and then I guess he filed him too hard or something.
Oh,
Like they detailed the shit. So
Now,
he
something
walked.
like
So he
that.
walked up on it like, should I do it to him? And then, you know what I'm saying?
Cause that nigga job out to up the
they-
skull.
they-
And I ain't talking about by 3, nigga. It ain't no
That's
motherfucking
how-
and 1.
Type shit. That's what
man,
they,
that's
that's
crazy.
what the report said.
If
You know
that's
what
what
I'm saying?
happening, yo, that's crazy. Nah, that ain't cool.
Yeah, no.
it's-
Ja, you trying to up the wrong score.
Yeah.
Relax.
It's the wrong score you trying to up, dog.
Yeah.
Go get some money. Do your job. Have a blast. It's what everybody wants to do. Play ball for a living. It's a great life. It's amazing. Who am I but a humble content creator? Nobody. Don't listen to me. Listen to your fucking mama or somebody, cause nigga, you gotta do something else. You gotta do something else, man.
Shit crazy.
That's
That
what he's telling you to do.
that nigga like pirates.
Too true.
Yeah.
He over here
The nigga's an animal.
much.
The nigga's an animal. Y'all got anything y'all want to say about the league currently? What's going on? What's happening? I don't really watch actively. I'm a casual.
The best point guard ever when he done.
That's not really a hot take. I was gonna hit the button, but no.
You don't think he is? You don't think he
No, I think most people think that.
I think when
I think that's
when
a
it's all
common
said and done, by the time he retire,
He said he works hard for you.
Yeah, I think that's a common take. I think most people feel like you. I kind of think so too. I'm a casual watcher of basketball. You know what I'm saying? So
man,
that's
I
why.
don't give a fuck.
And I'm trying to get
He
some
already
motherfucking
there.
some betting
Who else?
apps to get us some.
y'all think the Lakers go
advertisements.
get? Y'all think the Lakers go get in the playoffs? Y'all don't even watch basketball.
Yeah, it's
I'm
over.
trying
It's
to
rough.
think the last time I
It's
forget.
rough, but no. Them niggas was balling. The last game I watched, I can't remember. It was last
I
Sunday.
love basketball.
Me too.
I watch football.
Me too.
I
Once
like
football season
I'm a
ended, it was
basketball
over.
fan.
That's good for me.
Yeah, it was
I
over.
do basketball, baseball. I love watching ball.
So yeah,
Baseball,
hey,
crazy.
let us know what you think. Should Ja Morant cut it out? Should he keep doing what he's doing and thug it out? Let us know in the comments. I probably won't even say shit about it. Yeah. We can keep talking. Yeah, we can keep talking though. Because now, it's what you've all been waiting for. I know the last 2 episodes we ain't do it, but we here to do it. Is it a classic? Goddamn right. Yeah, more facts. I gotta get more of them. I want the from House Party when they were locked up in the cell when Kid was locked up and the old man he said something and then that nigga was like, hell no. I want that. I want to sample that and have that hell no. Cause I think Foolish used to use that shit on the radio in the morning.
I say that shit all the time.
Yeah. Yes, because of
I
Foolish.
never
Shout
knew
out
that
to
sample
fucking
came
Foolish. Yes, that was House Party.
Hell no.
Hell no. God damn. Appreciate it. Engineer of the Year. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know where we were, Hitsville Studios
Oh, mother.
in the loft.
Yeah. Buzzer again.
Yeah, do that.
I don't know.
Is
So,
it a classic?
is it a classic?
Wait,
Is what we do.
Wait, get their opinion
So-
on what might be a classic first.
Okay, right. Before we do that, do you have any albums or mixtapes? We doing mixtapes right now. We usually do albums. That might be a classic. Oh damn. That you think might be like a considerable classic. Maybe not something that everybody just think it is, like Cushion OJ. Like we kind of all kind of collectively agree.
That was mixtape, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be,
So you don't. No. I'm just saying, like nothing like that. We all know that that's one. Yeah, I mean, it may be something earlier. Yeah, maybe something from earlier. Yeah.
Like some shit that already been
Yeah. Like, and something that we probably will all know the person You can even do some city shit. What we got? Doughboys Cash Out. Chances Make Champions 1.
Which volume?
What up? What y'all want to do? Y'all want to do some city shit?
We do city shit.
Fair enough. So, because I mean, no, I'm talking about, is it a classic? We just review her shit.
I mean, like Gucci was big.
But no, so what we got on the board is Crenshaw from Nipsey Hussle. You familiar with Crenshaw? So if I name some songs, you just so you not. Face the World, the motherfucking. Yeah. Okay. Look, yes, he's familiar. So we can just go from here. So yes, our album for today is Crenshaw. It's a mixtape. It's an album now because it's available for streaming. And if you can make money from it, it's not a mixtape. That is my definition of a mixtape.
I would say Dedication 2.
Dedication 2 is a classic, though. We all kind of agree.
We already went through there. I wouldn't hear.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's just like a consensus amongst the community of hip-hop goers. Like, Purple Haze 2. Purple Haze by Cameron. Anybody that's familiar with Cameron's discography knows that is the epitome of his career. His shit was on the decline from that point. It's just natural. You know what I'm saying? That was just your best work of art. You couldn't top it. And that is most people's situations. Food and Liquor, Lupe Fiasco. We don't really got to talk about it. We kind of, I'm naming albums. Like we kind of just all agree.
Stuff that's already agreed on.
Yeah, you ain't have to talk to nobody for you to say, this is okay for me to say that this is a classic. We kind of, So that's why it's hard. Like we had to think, and we were even doing like discographies at one point. Like
Rich Boy, I don't know if Throw Some D's on it was his album or
that was just his song.
No, the album.
He had the album that was on. I can't remember what it was called, but it was good.
I played that whole thing.
He can rap. That nigga could fucking go.
That was my shit, and then Mike Jones.
Okay. Yeah. His first one was a go.
Everybody ready the whole Mike Jones tape. All them bitches.
Okay, but no, it's okay. It's okay because we gonna go ahead and do Crenshaw.
Okay.
So we here to represent for my homie Nipsey, man.
Hey, that's good, man.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to do Nipsey on this show yet, so this is cool for us. I could not get in because I don't have the internet. So, what we typically do is my homeboy Bones would go ahead and explain why he knows the numbers to everybody's first week sales, because he just fucking does for the most part. And so he will guesstimate, then I will reveal the number, see if it's close. I can't get into the numbers right now because I don't, once again, but all I got is my track list and all that good shit. So that's pretty much all I need at this point. I got a little bit of information. Do I have singles? Actually, it was no singles because this is the real life mixtape era. This is when real mixtapes was getting made. So a little bit of precursor into this. So why this mixtape Crenshaw by Nipsey Hussle was so important is he showed people in the industry that you could tap into your fan base in a direct way that would satisfy anybody's budget to recoup whatever they were trying to get by releasing an album that he charged $100 for the physicals. Now, that is why this is kind of like the hybrid model when people kind of started selling openly their mixtapes and releasing it for free on DatPiff. So this is that period. They might have sold it at concerts and shit, like I think. But no, I can't think of a concert that I ever went to by a major artist and I got their mixtape from that and I bought it. They had always passed it out. Like you just be in the audience, like at a fucking Young Jeezy show. I think we had went to that was like one of the first shows I kind of had went to on my own, like, and that was, we were just standing around and then a nigga with a fucking Can't Ban the Snowman t-shirt gave us a fucking Can't Ban the Snowman mixtape.
Well, didn't Nipsey have the crowd to pay like
Right. So that's why it was the hybrid model. So he was selling it, but he was also putting it online on that pit. And so you could go there and listen to it for free. But niggas was proud to pay. So that's why it was something that people weren't familiar with. It shook the whole game up. I think the whole rumor was, it might be true too, that Rock Nation bought like 100 copies or something. It was Rock Nation. You know, you got to do that under the company name, so you ain't got to pay. You know, yeah, that was free. I just showed him some love. That was some real love, like, and you know, it was like $10,000 or whatever, so it was like 1,000. But yeah, like, so, I think this project is really important to the culture. Y'all have any like immediate thoughts? Like, what were you doing? What was happening? Do you remember where you were in 2013? Let me see. October 8th, 2013 is when it's dropped. What were you doing in October of 2013?
I was getting ready to release my first album.
That's what I'm saying. We was dropping music around that time.
My first album came out October 24th, 2013. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Take that back. I signed my first deal.
Anybody else?
Yeah, no, that was big. Yeah, that's what popped. Yeah, no, 2013, I was running opportunities like, I was super proud of the project. The songs was getting me booked, like, Let Me See Too, I'm still really active in the strip club and shit. So I was, you know, fucking around with DJ Lish. Now we get a chance, now we get a chance to go into a little bit of hip-hop history for these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like the way it sounds. So, because Wish was the main DJ, and I won't lie, and why is his name escaping me right now? He used to do Club Envy. He's still active. But he was super active at Club Envy. I'm so sorry. But it was. He was a promoter. But yeah, no. But Wish is one of the people that was responsible for people actually getting paid from their fucking gigs when they were being a promoter. Like any of his promoter team could step up to the plate and go, hey, I'm gonna do a show at one of your shows. Can I bring some people out? He said, alright, cool. Give me a list. Promote. I posted once or twice. And then you can negotiate your number per on the list. Boom, let's sit down. You bring your people, he actually let you perform. That was big. Because I had done this before and bigger, brought way more people. And I put a picture up on screen from that night. But he was one of those people, like one of those pioneers of our era that was actually giving motherfuckers a chance. It was like I never knew DJ List as like fucking DJ. I ain't never seen DJ shit. You ever seen? Anybody ever seen List? I think that's why he dropped that. He dropped that all the time. Before he got asked. Yeah, no. Bunch of cool shit. I actually don't even remember the reason why we talking about this. So, what I wanted to do is okay, that was the whole thing. That was what I was doing.
crazy horse shit. That bitch like that shit like.
I mean, shit. So, Crenshaw is fucking hard. Like, it's the 8th mixtape by fucking Nipsey Hussle, man. That's great. He was going crazy as far as this and what you can tell. There's some money with that play. See, there's Night Wonder. All type of cool ass motherfuckers who was trying to do this hip hop collaboration. This was like a real hip hop boom bap style album. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't something super familiar from the West Coast. And at the time, it wasn't a lot of people really popping besides like YG or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, at this time, Crenshaw was important. Once again, like, and that's one of the things you kind of rate the album on 1 out of 5. What's important is the cultural impact, of course, the lyrics, of course, the production side of it, of course, what it's sold. So yeah, things like that, we take all that shit into account. Hopefully we can put together 1 out of 5, add up our shit collectively, total it up. Hopefully we can get something close to like the average of the time. If it's a classic, that means the podcast is a classic. 1 or 2 of us is a classic, 1 or 2 of us. So we can kind of go into the shit, man. And then of course it was independent fucking release, dog. Like, the nigga was really making some fucking moves, dog.
No doubt.
Like, really fucking good. It was important. Yeah. You know it. It's like he knows him right away. That's what he's saying.
So, is it a classic? Nipsey Hussle, Crenshaw. Now, let's see. So, it looks like we got... Two of them bitches. Damn. He did go crazy. Yeah. No, it's a lot of fucking good ones, man. And then it was like, yeah, something about the $100. Like, okay. Check it out. It's a motherfucking pothead there. Oh yeah, right in the middle of motherfucking Crenshaw. He released the first NFT. Because that is how artists were dropping NFTs. They were going, hey, you buy this thing, and if you do, you get access to our concerts for X amount of days. We send you like some physical shit, and it's not just like a online purchase of some digital art. It was like more, and that was kind of like what niggas were moving towards. And I think he was way ahead of the motherfucking curve. This nigga Nipsey Hussle. Killing shit in different ways. You just never knew. This is great. We podding now. There it is. Marathon continues. Fuck, man.
Niggas closing and that shit taken to their website. You can buy that shit for a discount.
Yeah, that's weird.
Damn, man. Motherfucking Nip. Wait, turn out. Niggas wasn't even hip to this one, though. They didn't even know about it. So, motherfucking Crenshaw had a bunch of songs. That's one thing we already know and we established. Wasn't super happy about the fucking intro. I kind of skipped it. Won't lie. Crenshaw Boulevard is the name of the song. I eventually got to find a way so I can get on this damn screen. You See Us. Hard. Very fast. My brother had just came back from LA. He was running around something about like an app. And okay. Shit. That's my movie. Everything, because I gotta move around and shit. But he came back and he was telling me that he had finally heard about Nip and he wasn't familiar with him prior. And I had come across Hustle in the House on MTV Jams way before. And then Bullets Ain't Got No Name, and he started popping up on like Drake songs. He had like a Drake feature real early and shit. And that didn't end up on like no album or nothing. Killers. It was like a leak. Because it wasn't the greatest. It was definitely a rap. But he kind of reintroduced me to it. Eventually, I got the chance to meet Nip very momentarily. It was some real momentary shit at a show that you're familiar with at Club Sin. Cause Club Sin, I remember the difference between Club Sin and Blondie's, because Blondie's was like the motherfucking, like, you were a young dog going and doing Blondie's, and you were a big dog when you was doing motherfucking Club Sin. It was like a different type of promoter base. Yeah, it was like more. It was more expensive to rent downstairs. You know what I'm saying? Than upstairs. So you was different with you was dealing with a different promoter, and I think it was bigger space too. So I think it was more expensive. Therefore, you're dealing with some different type of money at play. You know what I'm saying? You can get some different type of niggas to come. That's why niggas was getting Nipsey and niggas like that to come.
Upstairs?
No, Blondie's was downstairs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Upstairs.
Blondie's was upstairs.
Oh, because I was at
What am I talking about? You're talking about downstairs? Downtown
It's the same.
right?
Yeah, under the bridge.
Yeah, Cliff
Blondie's
was
was
downstairs. Blondie was the second floor.
What the fuck is that titty bar right there? Downtown?
Oh yeah. And you talking about the strip club? Front stand?
Nah, downtown right next to Loco.
The strip club over there?
Right.
But yes. Long story short though, that's why it's a lot of energy from me behind this shit. Check me out.
Bazookies.
Was right behind it. Oh, Bazookies. Shout out to Bazookies. Yeah.
I'm trying to think hard. You ain't seen me on my shit.
Blondie's Bazooki, you know how that is.
Yeah, I know. Shout out to Bazookies.
Hey, shout out to you.
Check me out. The Weather with Rick Ross. Hard. All Get Right with Jay Stone. Hard. Didn't know who Jay Stone was. Fresh out. What'd he say? My name Jay Stone. I just got home. My flow is sick, bro. Disinfect the microphone. I'm like, okay, who's this nigga? Okay, he got a crew. Alright, this is cool.
What was your favorite one from the CD?
From this in general, give me a sec, cause I probably don't, cause it's somewhere around, maybe it's somewhere between All Get Right, more or less, and Face the World. I think Face the World might be it. Face the World might be it. It might be the winner for me. But yeah, those songs was next. 4 in the Morning, the Don't Take Days Off, Hard, the H-Town song. I kind of skipped that one. I ain't gonna front. But then Face the World came and that was hard. Didn't really listen to Blessings too much, but sometimes, Summertime in the Cutlass.
That's my favorite one.
So I had just bought a fucking Mitsubishi. A fucking Mitsubishi Eclipse. I remember that shit. And yeah, I used to drive around downtown. I was single at the time, so I would just drive around bumping this song right there after the car wash. Like, that was my shit.
Banging in there too, didn't he? Turn the face.
A little bit, stock motherfucking radio.
Just make it rock, fuck it.
Real talk.
For real.
Change Nothing was hard though. That was like the single, I think. At this time, I think I was still like, when I'm cleaning up or some shit, I turn to like the Music Choice channel. You know what I'm saying? You got the Xfinity or whatever. You go to the Music Choice channel and just kind of let the music rock out a little bit before streaming. Streaming wasn't that popular, at least at this time. It was just something that was kind of phasing in.
Right.
Motherfuckers was still like, I was already clowning niggas for running around with CDs. I'm like, CD? You got a CD? Nigga, you don't stop fucking fucking playing with these folks.
Yeah,
you better get
an
an
iPod. It was over. iPod and MP3 player. Nigga had to get a Zoom.
Oh, yeah. I had a Zoom.
I had a Zoom, boy.
This is a big fact, man. So this is that period. If You Were Mine was hard. Come Over was also hard. One of One was also hard. Yeah. And then that Crenshaw and Slauson. Now, this is where I got a slight beef with Nip. Not really, but hear me out. Nip used the beat that Big Sean also used on Dark Sky Paradise.
I use that beat too.
The very last, not the last song.
I remixed this shit. What's up?
It was really good.
Paradise.
It's good. No, not the Dark Sky Paradise song.
But
it was like the last song on that album.
Okay, I know the story.
Right. And that's a whole different story. We can really do that next episode, really, for the Dark Sky Class. It was like this almost the same. I wish I had.
So maybe
I gotta be able to research. That's my thing. I gotta be able to research. I gotta figure out a way.
Definitely used one of my songs a year after I. Yeah.
So, I know you might be sitting there on the couch, high as hell, and thinking to yourself, what's something good to eat right now? Munchies kicking in crazy, right? I got an idea. Best damn salad, salmon, turkey burger, they got it all. You can choose from a smorgasbord of options right over at bestdamnsalad.com. This is J Focuz from the Wake and Bake Podcast. Let's get back to the show.
Yeah, let's get back into this Crenshaw. Let's wrap this shit up.
Alright, so, yes. So, whole lot of songs on this album, dog. The cultural impact, everything behind it. He had, let me see. The big money at play here was just Ninth Wonder, actually. It was just Ninth Wonder. He was the only big producer on this, and everybody else was a part of his crew. 1500 or nothing. Yeah. So, with what he had and with what he was trying to do and everything that I know the cultural impact had, the $100 Proud to Pay campaign, the songs 1 through 21, it was 21 songs, but technically with the hidden tracks, it's 23 songs. This mixtape, it has to get, I'm sorry, but it's a motherfucking classic, dog.
Yeah, recognition, yo. He just didn't see. That's the thing too. When I was
no, and y'all can say what y'all think.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a 5 out of 5.
I feel like I agree because you know it's the same thing for LPs and EPs, and I've been figuring out like what to call what because I know certain songs sit on a certain level, but it is all in with how he wanted to make money and just let it be free or not, you know what I'm saying? But everybody do deem it album worthy, and it is. He just straight speak them facts, When you speaking, when you in the moment, it's gonna always go. To me, it's gonna always go harder than just some made up bars. Cause I'm telling the story, not only the story, but my story that I'm living right now, and it ain't gotta be as crazy. You know what I'm saying? But bar for bar, I do feel like I ain't gonna say nobody, but it's a good amount of people that's not fucking with Big Sean. You know what I'm saying? But Nipsey got wordplay too, cause as long as he progressed, you listen, you like, damn, he just get hard. That's how when I first heard about him, and then I started paying attention, I'm like, he didn't learn London. I'm like, ooh, that's a girl. I'm like, all right, then, I just thought it was the cutest thing, but I was like, damn, he cold. So I was like, oh, that's that one guy. So then I started listening to all this stuff, and, that was right before, God bless him.
Do anybody have a Big Sean story?
I met him twice.
What's your Big Sean story?
What's the first
time?
time?
That one, though.
Summer Jam, 2011. can't do which one. Oh yeah, so 2011 Summer Jam, somebody gave me backstage passes, and me and my friend Michelle, shout out to her, and we went back there, and they finally let us get back there, and he was just like, you know, you're doing it for the city and doing it because you love it, just keep doing it, and you know, don't stop. He was like, you seem like you're ambitious, and he was like, the fact that we talked to me, and I could tell that, you know, you're gonna get to where we trying to go, so I was like, don't stop. And I'm like, damn, alright. Then he was doing some turkey giveaway with it was somewhere on the west side, but I had to song with somebody that was a family friend, and me and them didn't work out, you know, with the music, but I still got a banger from it and stuff. So I met him again, we took some pictures, and I gave him a demo. He ain't ever really said nothing or nothing, but it was just lit because it was like I met him again and had pictures both times. So I feel like he pretty down to earth, you know, then or whatever. So, but I'm glad like he just keep making it and doing more and give us, you know, more knowingness. Like we got this shit. You feel me? So
Yeah, that's always great.
hell yeah.
Anybody else? No big time story? Okay.
It ain't a story, you know what I'm saying? I don't know one person.
You had like any kind of encounter. Cause I have a Young Jeezy story, but I didn't never like.
Hey.
I have two big Young Jeezy stories, but I never like directly interacted with them.
So I didn't encounter Big Sean, but I had did a feature for somebody who was signed to Atlantic Records, like back in 2010. Something like that, 2011. He had Kobe O'Donis on the hook. Kobe O'Donis was signed to Akon at the time. It was called Text From My Ex. I just did a verse. But that was real early.
I remember Text From My Ex.
You remember that?
You promoted it.
Yeah.
I remember you promoted it.
Hey.
Yeah, so that was before I was even in the real studio. I was just fresh out of college. I had my little MacBook, my little mic, my little speakers and shit. You know what I'm saying? I did the verse. I ain't know how to mix nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't even a good verse for real. But send it back. I put it on YouTube. And like a year later, I'm driving. I hear the beginning of the beat. And my girl at the time was like, "Hey, is that your song?" You know what I'm saying? So I turned that shit up. All I hear is early in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh shit, right.
So it was Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay. So it was that beat. And it's still on YouTube right now if you look it up. Text From My Ex. It ain't the greatest song as far as what I did on there, but you know what I'm saying? That was early in my career. But
right, early you.
Same beat.
Damn.
But that shit was platinum. I'm gonna pull that shit up.
Hey, that's nuts, dog. Yeah, indirect stories like that is really cool. Like,
Here, bro, right
so, okay, I'll give it a shot.
We break up, it means we're broke up. Don't try to call me, don't try to text me. It's time to move on. Realize that I'm gone. And I look down, all I see is another text from my ex. Because I've been in trouble with the next girl. You'll never go away. When I look down, all I see is another text from my ex.
Damn. Wow. Okay.
Oh shit. Hold on. Oh yeah, I remember. They took y'all shit.
No, so now I wouldn't have touched that
They don't really want to take this cool off.
Yeah, that's what we was on that shit, right? Whoa, no. Hell, they be doing that shit.
I mean, but look. So it wasn't my song. That was Freshie. His name was Freshie at the time. I think he changed his name now.
But it was good. Affiliated. I mean,
But
it was like
same beat.
that.
You know what I'm saying? And then I ended up hearing that shit on the radio. I was sick. That shit happened a few times too.
Yo, Young M.A. went off my shit. I did this Point Yourself beat. This guy, New York Bangers, made it. Okay, her. What song is that?
But yeah, that probably had something to do with Freshie. You know what I'm saying? They was fucking with the same producers at the same time and shit. I think your fire made that up.
Game. I hate that part. I got a similar story. I'm gonna save it for another episode. And But yeah, so when Volume 3 came out, the mixtape series that he had the Big Sean, the Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. Volume 3 had just came out. I had just started working with Flawless on my own from the Olympics. Multi-platinum selling production group. Did songs for Rick Ross. Yo Gotti. Yeah. Shout out to Olympics. They did a lot of big shit. They're responsible for my first radio spins at motherfucking 97.9. Shout out to JLB. You know what I'm saying? I remember that day like yesterday too. That shit was like, it was Thanksgiving. We were all, the whole family was on their way to the same place. I called everybody and told them all like, hey, turn the radio. Everybody had heard my shit on the way to the shit. It was lit. That was like the best case scenario for like your song getting split for the first time and knowing about it before. But Flaw called me. No, he called Ray. My brother Ray was managing us at the time, or he was managing me. He was managing the group Boss Status. We was talking about group earlier. That was the group that we was in, Boss Status. Shout out to everybody in Boss Status, man. Shout out to my nigga Day 10, Relly Skrelly. But Flaw called. He was like, "It's the event going on at the Blind Pig. Can you come?" I said, "Oh yeah, sure. What event?" He's like, it's Big Sean, and a couple other people. I'm like, oh, well, he's like trying to sell it to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be interested in some shit like this. And I'm like, yeah, I'll be fucking there. Like I'm actually not that far, because I was staying in Romulus at the time. And so went up there. There was a whole bunch of motherfuckers. This is Ann Arbor, so it's, you know, majority white crowd, but you know. And that's the part that I hate, is that it seems like while he was actively coming up, nobody out here knew him like that. It was fucked up. But not really. I think it was, the main reason was because he had went on tour with If I Could Write You with Mike Posner. He went on tour with Mike Posner to open his whole shit, and so that was like when he was promoting his first mixtapes or whatever. But we went up there and it was popping. I was on the side of the stage because it was like it was kind of like bullfrogish, you know what I'm saying? Except not as big of a stage, you know what I'm saying? It was like a little stage thing.
Like not that big, but big enough.
And you can kind of like get to them. Like if you wanted to, as a fan, you could like go grab them if you kind of wanted to, type scenario. And we were on the side of the stage or whatever, we were just kicking it. And I remember like yesterday, the nigga was performing My Closet with Say It Ain't Tone. The nigga was jumping up and down, going crazy and shit. And then Say It Ain't Tone part came, and he like was just on some hype shit, fucking with the crowd while he was rapping. That nigga looked to the left over there where we was at, and went and did a double take, like after the fact. He got off stage, he did all of the shit, everybody kind of swarmed him, he gave autographs and shit, all that good shit, took pictures. And then I got a chance to talk to him a little bit later. I'm like, so what was up with the double take? He was like, I thought I was looking in the mirror. And at the time, and I'll put another picture up on the screen right here, people were saying that we looked alike. So I was getting mistaken for him going out all the time. Like I had these big white sunglasses or whatever, and I used to wear them out and shit. So people used to say I looked like Big Sean. And so when he saw me, he also was like, I thought I was looking at me and it was you. My bad. You know what I'm saying? You kind of threw me off. And so that's my Big Sean story. It was a moment. It was cool. Shout out to Flaw. Flaw was bringing me into some shit. That nigga was calling me to some shit. Hey, Flawless, I need some fucking beats, nigga. Shout out to fucking Flaw, man. So yeah, Crenshaw, what's your take? What's out of 5?
4.7. I still give it classic status though. They had that impact. It had pretty much everything for me. It's just you know, it's mostly a boom bap album.
I like that though. I did like it.
That's why I respect it more. Bad fact, I take that back. Yeah, put that at 5.
Let's go. Yeah.
That was still like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
that was 2013.
Yes, and it's right now.
You said you were talking about it.
I was about to say the fact that we talking about it.
Whole decade.
Yeah.
Exactly, down to the decade.
You giving it a 5?
Got to.
Let's go, nigga. Hey. Finally. Man, hey, it's been a lot of episodes of the Thewakenbakepodcast. It's been a long time since we got a solid consensus of 5.
Hey.
Holy shit.
Say 5 ain't enough for me. Needs to to the roof.
We about 70 of them things up. You know what I'm saying? This one might not come out next. It might come out after the one we do on Thursday, but this is gonna be number 70 in that case. So we've been doing this a while, man, and we don't get it. That it just don't happen. Either the guests don't think the album we brought up is up to par, or it's me. I think it's usually me. So oh, I didn't mean to do that, but I did it anyway. So at the Wake and Bake Podcast, we have collectively given Nipsey Hussle, Crenshaw, 5 stars in this bitch. Goddamn. It's motherfucking classic, dog. This is what y'all come here for. Independently, though.
Through the roof. If that's what make it through the roof, I can't even give it 100, man. Just star status, man. You know, he's just born to be great. With his face say, God will ride. As we found out his actual name, and I seen the video about it today.
Okay. And we did have that discussion. I fucked up because I went right past it. Who did it better? Nipsey Hussle or Big Sean? That's why we brought fucking Big Sean up. Right. So as far as the songs, who did the songs better?
So that's why he was saying like how we critiquing it from like which language is it storytelling in general or
whatever you want to go by, who did the song better?
Shit, as far as that beat, shit, it goes to Sean murdered that bitch.
That was crazy.
Shout out to Nip, though.
And Nip went crazy on that bitch too. That's it.
But that's all about I love what you're saying. I love description of, you know, how women be in the club and the counters and shit. You know, that type of shit I like. I like that. So the type of shit you would say, you know. But he came with the bars for sure, so.
That's the beauty about music and shit. You can send in the beat to 100 different artists and you're gonna get 100 different songs back. And they might all be bangers.
Exactly, and that's what it is too.
So,
both of them were crazy.
It looks like
engineers get y'all shit together, keep dropping them beats.
motherfuckers better get your shit together. Hey, motherfuckers get y'all shit together.
And that's what I was gonna say too.
Beats. Find you an artist you like and make beats for that motherfucker, man. Craft him a sound.
Hey, shout out to Jason Beach because he done did me. Look, I got 101 beats like him. I've been going crazy. Yo, look, Joe likes some. Hey, they heard some.
Shout out my cousin EJ Beach. Shout out Hitsville Studio.
Hitsville.
I've been making beats for people too. I just produced a couple people's albums. So shout out to Dahlia and Sarah Lake, his and hers. I produced the majority of that. And I engineered the majority of it, except for like maybe 2 or 3 songs. Who else? Richie Robson.
Came home from prison.
Damn, shout out to her. Cookie.
Shout out.
Auntie Cookie.
Welcome home.
Yeah, for real. Welcome.
Yeah, make sure you go a bit louder though. Further back.
Yeah, for
Innocence. Goddamn right.
You know what I know? Shit, you are innocent. We be innocent. They just agencies, man. I'm just saying, you gotta know who you are, knowing that you're a private national. That's another story though, but you gotta know out there.
So I can't remember what I said that I wanted to talk about. Right, I can't even. Anyway, I can't remember what I said I wanted to talk about.
What type of weed we smoking? What y'all got?
So, this episode is sponsored by motherfucking nigga at the gas station around the way. Shout out to the motherfucking niggas at the motherfucking gas station around the way in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? You're just walking out, motherfucker. Hey, I got the. Alright, let me take a look at it. What it look like? That ain't bad. Alright, you got the what's the AV going for? I'll try AV out. You be around here? Alright. I'll be stopping around here every now and then.
Bro. I'm straight, bro. I'm gonna take this dub and I'm never gonna see you again.
Right, I'm not gonna get your number. Follow me, niggas. J Focuz, nigga. That's me.
I definitely follow some of the youngest.
Follow the fucking
the Pluggos. Be involved.
Yeah.
So,
we used to do that too, though. We used to start the episode with when we didn't have anybody to potentially give us some money. Shout out to the Best Damn Salad Detroit Training Center. We love you.
Best damn salad.
Salad so good, make you wanna smack your motherfucking cousin.
You ever wanted corned beef, egg rolls, and motherfucking steak,
lamb chops,
and macaroni on your salad?
salmon.
Go to Best Damn Salad.
BestDamnSalad.com, motherfucker. This ain't even an ad, but it is, I guess. But okay. To start the episode, we used to go. This episode is sponsored. Who is your episode sponsored by? And I would talk to my homeboy. He'd go, yeah, it's Tail Blunt. That because I ain't got no weed. Okay, mine's is right. And I might know the strain at the time of mine, so you know I just go shout out to Gorilla Glue number 19. You gotta get 19, not 20. Them niggas start tripping at that point, but it's like so that was what we used to do. That was kind of like a little cool thing we used to do. But yeah,
I like that because I like to know like when I be smoking, I do like I always ask Albert like let me see how I sniff this shit.
We got a couple sponsors in here. We got Dark Leaf. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa! You been they are not sponsoring us. They ain't got nothing for us. Yeah. See, look, weed strains is not a company.
Weed strain.
Yeah, like a strain of weed. Like if you smoking cookie.
Shout out to Blue.
Yeah, like cookie is cookie, so that's different. I would never say cookie in here.
Like, until you got actual sponsorship.
Right, yeah. We used to keep like a Swisher box. I used to buy my my shit by the box. You know what I'm saying? So I just put it on the table because it's a full box. If you want to grab it, most niggas are going, no, nigga, you got the backwood box. Right. So,
One time for OG.
yeah, man.
Fucking Blue Dream brought to you by The Bag. Yeah, it keeps me elevated. How about you guys?
It's done a job. Yeah, I never believe what the niggas at the liquor store and the gas stations be telling me and shit. So that's why I just said them. Cause you ask them if it's a hybrid, if it's a sativa, indica, they don't fucking know. They just make up some shit. Like, yeah,
That's exactly what they do.
this is called Billie Jean.
Get some gas, bro.
Right, and bought the bags that they selling the shit to you in from the gas station. Talk about some, yeah, it's called, and it's like, nigga, I see, that's in the window. Nigga, that's not what the weed's called. That's just what the bag you bought is called, nigga. No, I'm talking about, niggas, come on, man, stop playing. You know them gas stations in the hood. On the east side, they sell the bags. The little baggies. Just the baggies. Nothing in them.
Yeah.
Just the baggie. Yeah. Niggas be buying the little baggies from everywhere. It's like, nigga, that's not what's in there. Yeah, that's not what's in there. I know that's not what's in there.
It's in the Rio too, bro. Come on now.
You gotta put it in my
Right.
bag, and if it look good enough when they pull it out, they gonna think it's just fine. They probably
Rio
is.
said, yeah.
Sometimes.
Put it in a rice pack, but it's some different weed.
That's what it is.
Yeah, there it is. So, okay. So, who is your favorite artist from the city that has gotten to a bigger plateau?
The city or the state?
Sure, the state. Let's go state, because I know Pontiac been going crazy. I know Flint been going crazy.
You do all the artists.
I got a dog out in fucking Ipsy. That nigga cold.
No, shout out to what you love though.
Yeah, my dog goes crazy.
Because he still, you feel me, free him if he Not for real, because he is really sovereign. They can't, you feel me, hold him the way they doing. So it's just like, bro, for real, like, that shit crazy. So.
What is sovereign?
Sovereign just means you self-governed. You got common sense enough to file your own taxes and do your own paperwork and say that I'm taking care of, you know, me and those that I'm around. You probably, like, as a minister, every household is a church, but people don't know about the 501c when they trust. So it's just a lot to it.
That's like another FBI.
You feel me? I ain't gonna get into it yet, but it's just like who we truly are. It's like you can never be a citizen or an individual or entity up under a corporation because you are living as your man or woman. You know, man for you, woman for me. I call it gods and goddesses, but that's another story. You know, but we all are. So if somebody declare that, that's Declaration of Independence, 1776. They can't tell you that you're not.
You also gotta have your paperwork for that, and then there's a chance that you might still sit in jail where you out.
No, the thing is, they want you to have your paperwork, but that's the purpose of freedom of speech. You have the First Amendment is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? So we all is technically living women and men. We is private. They put us in the public. You know what I'm saying? So technically, you don't have to have a paperwork, but it's better to back it up because they only understand paperwork. Court, I did learn that. I'm learning stuff. Court is paperwork. You know what I'm saying? So they want you to. But if I'm verbally telling you this, then no. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to do that off rip. You feel me? And then if you turn into they only agencies, the real actual officials is the militant people. You know what I'm saying? So, but that shit.
God damn. Okay, that was some information.
My favorite artist from the city is from the city though.
Who?
These is my favorite Detroit artist. Rio is probably one of the most impactful in the state though. Like, you know, so he had a dog ass wave and man, good culture change for like music and shit. I feel for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Coochie Man Cole too.
Okay. Yeah, nah, them for sure.
They call my favorite artist though from is from Detroit, and that's B. B is my favorite artist. My favorite overall artist.
Oh, hell yeah, shout out to him.
Young Thug, Eminem, no rap promoter, so it's Young Thug.
But that shit, yeah, nah.
These is tight. These is tight. I'm familiar with these.
You say
Eminem ain't like, you know, a competitor no more. That's all.
Okay.
You know, as far as like, you know, Eminem, good.
He
did what he fucked
He
up.
still do his thing.
Can't mention him against Young Thug and B's, you know what I'm saying? But like that.
It's like Lil Wayne, Eminem, Lupe Fiasco, Black Thought, Theromont.
He got some shit.
You just go.
They're
not rappers.
In the conversation no more.
Yeah,
they just make music. They artists. They just, you know,
they're something.
They're idols.
You can't fuck with them.
They're not our idols.
They
don't bring them up. You don't even talk their name.
They're a staple already. Yeah. They're good.
Yeah.
Oh,
they well off.
Royce the 5'9".
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That was my answer.
He with him though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Royce.
That's also my answer, by the way.
All right, who
to the question.
Current favorite popping artist right now?
Royce.
Royce is still popping. All right, give you all that.
Okay.
All right, I give you Royce.
Royce, the Big Sean.
Okay. Boldy James.
Shit, let me say. For real, from Detroit, from the city, though, I ain't gonna lie, Woodrow. For real, I gotta check your music out, but I'm being real, you know what I'm saying? I know Eastside Arcades, people that I know going crazy. I think my brother was fucking with Babyface Ray too, so.
Ray is definitely one of the coldest.
You know what's crazy? Let me tell y'all something.
Ray going crazy.
So 2013, we was talking about 2013 earlier, I was trying to remember it. I made a song and it is called Unfuckwittable, no bullshit, right? And I'm trying to find DJ Stacks who made this beat for me, and I got the song, but I never was able to drop it because he didn't give me my masters. We talked about getting the masters earlier. You never not get your shit, your sessions. And he read Babyface Race, like all these years later, like 7, 8, 9, 10 years later, came out with Unfuckwittable. It was never heard before them other two times as far as me and between him. And I was like, we ain't never talked to nothing. It was just like, you know how you talk about it being in the air? You pull it down, you gotta hurry up and drop that shit.
Bro,
you know?
You ain't gotta tell us. Bop It seemed to just be the thing of that week because all Bop It songs came out immediately after.
Bro, listen, we trendsetters, no, but we trendsetters.
Literally, like, bro,
we wasn't the first one though.
Five was.
It was like two of them that was out before.
But at the same time,
I had never heard.
But he ain't never right.
But our shit still like built up the concept of the game.
Yeah. And this shit go hard. They didn't know how to do it. They just came up with their own
Everybody did their thing.
I think we should bring that up on camera. So I think we should bring up the discussion of pre-show. We were talking about the creative process and how some ideas are just like in the ethos. Them bitches are just in the atmosphere and it's almost like you reach up and you grab a little bit of it, and somebody else out there at the exact same time, quite possibly at the exact moment, did the exact same thing you did, reached into the same pocket, found what's happening in the world, and y'all just started doing the same shit.
I thought about shit like that too before, bro.
And somebody might beat you to the punch because they're mainstream.
Yeah, like think about all the hits that we consider hits as a society of music, you know what I'm saying, in the time. What if the people never existed? Would that song still have became ever existed? Like what if Michael Jackson never existed? Who would have broke them songs?
Right.
I feel like the bitch's song would still been like part of our.
Well, Quincy Jones made them, but I don't think.
No, I'm not saying like directly. I'm just saying like, you know, like how we see any artist who wrote a song that became part of like life.
Somebody would have eventually got them. Like, eventually they would have made it. Like, so, oh man, we really can get
lyric bar for bar. How deep would they have got it? Though?
So look, here's the
every emotion, every.
Here's the thing. No, and it wouldn't have been the same song, but it would have been just as good. So I dived into the songwriter realm early. This is in the description of the show. Like, it's not even news, but I don't think the viewers know. So one of the ways that I started writing was fucking with Breed, and Breed would ask for lifelines. He's like a play the beat, a beater. You know what I'm saying? And just listening to the beat and letting the mic run. And then whenever he thinks of some shit, he just says it. You know what I'm saying? And then he'll stop it, keep going. And once he got to his fourth bar, it usually was like a hassle for him sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll get to that fourth one, and when he don't have like a punch, he usually can get away with it. It would be like leaving the song, like, or the verse. Like, so just getting out of it with a hard punch, or coming into it in the fourth bar hard punch was kind of what he wanted. And he would like do that to me all the time, like, cause the way everything was set up, we were like 16 living at our manager crib in Ipsy, and we were living in the house part, but Breed was staying in like the guest house type scenario or whatever. It was like a small apartment or whatever. And every now and then, especially when we were coming back and going to studio sessions, he would want to know, well, what the fuck we made. He would come to me and ask, like, so what's new? And I'd be like, oh yeah, we did this one, and we did this one. And then I went home over the weekend, and I did this one. And usually when I played him the shit that I did at home, in like a week or two, at some point, he just like remember the bars. And he'd just quote them to me. He'd just walk past me on some random shit and just be like, and I'd be like, you listening, nigga? That nigga fuck with my shit. And so, that's why I felt like he kind of just, at the time, because this was one session, mind you. It wasn't like I was doing this shit all the time. When we went to Atlanta for the last time with Breed, it was a weird ass fucking studio. It was like a big ass place, but it was like not a typical studio. Like, you know how the like low key studios look like, and then you go in there and it's like $1 million worth of studio equipment, but you like, this building never would have made me think this was a studio. When you go into a lot of the better, top, higher end studios, it's buildings like that. It's like, you would never think a studio was in this with all of this equipment, but it's here. And all of the celebrities and everybody uses this. But it was like a factory. It was like an old, like, you would think nobody ever used it. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the middle of nothing, and it was 7 different studio, like, rooms in there, and it were all owned by the same company. It was like a thing, and I'm like, where are we going? Yeah, I was confused. I was confused on the way there. Like, where the fuck are we going? And they like, we going to Breed's session. Breed was already there. So it's just, we just drive. I'm like, where the fuck? this is weird, dog. Is we getting kidnapped? Like, is something happening? And we end up going there, and that was the session where Breeze, whoever was engineering, just left for some reason. And I was just in there engineering a session. And that was kind of like my first, we were talking earlier, venture into even engineering and shit, really. I was just pushing fucking pause on Pro Tools when he told me to, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, but I was pushing record when he said to too. So, but yeah, I'm throwing them lifelines. That was like my first foray into writing. And so, getting into writing, long story short, 'cause that was really long, so saying long story short don't make sense. The songs and the shit that you write go so many different places and touch so many different people's hands, and people record their own version of it.
Yes.
And before you know it, it's your song that, you know, you might have recorded the lyrics for the songwriting purposes of the reference, and, you know, Chris Brown got his hands on it, and fucking Meek Mill threw a verse on there, and now it's floating around with all of this shit on it.
No, what's funny, I was just about to say that, and you took it right out the ether of my mouth. I was about to say, no, I made a song, and it'd be like, okay, I like your Picasso, she all on me because she is a Picasso. It'd be basically talking about taking pictures so high up, looking down from the top floor. He put that line, similar line like that, in his newest song that I recently heard. I said, that's my fucking, I closed my little page out there, get my little songs on there, because I just be pushing it out, be like, I don't care. And I'm like, no, they really out here, I ain't stupid, they watching, they see that shit. Yeah, man. You feel me? If you follow certain people, they follow certain people, so they get, they be hounded our junk for sure.
But that's the cool part of creativity.
But I ain't mad. I love to always be, you know, the inspiration of, you know, somebody else. And I know, like, I don't care what you're talking about. You could have not known, but now you know. And yeah.
That's a fact. So yeah, man. It's a lot of cool shit. But yeah. I don't have shit else. Do y'all have something that snatches your motherfucking bus? I want to know. What makes y'all upset? Like, what's y'all favorite thing that you just don't fuck with right now?
Michigan weather.
Oh shit, that's a good one.
Well, we came together.
No, it was listen.
Talk to me.
Listen, I just had a movie premiere. My first movie premiere. First of all, shout out! I just had my first movie premiere.
Let's go.
We just dropped the Coney. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Jacody Films. Marilla, you know what I'm saying? They casted me for this movie, and we shot the movie. It was dope.
Yes.
It was what was it? Friday? Yeah, March 3rd. It was Friday. Why? It was 60 degrees March 2nd. March 3rd, we got 9 inches of snow.
Shit,
Bullshit.
During the premiere, everybody still made it. Most people still made it. You know what I'm saying? But
nice picture.
and then it was 60 degrees again the next day. So all that snow from Friday gone. Today's Sunday.
You gonna be all the season 24 hours.
Yeah.
So Detroit weather, pure Michigan weather snatches the fuck out of my bus. You see my bus? Hell no, cause them bitches gone.
Hey, snatch. snatch. Yeah, body snatch stuff.
What snatches my bus is the city. Where y'all get all this money for speed bumps, but y'all ain't fix the potholes?
Oh, thank you. Oh, wait. I got that. Ding.
Y'all got hella cheese for speed.
Man, that speed bumps irritate. They snatch
bitches.
And
it's more of them potholes.
It's a fucking epidemic.
It's an epidemic. It's a pandemic.
It's only one street that I know of with no speed bumps.
Don't tell nobody.
No, right. Right.
I'm gonna say it off air.
Don't tell nobody.
Right. I like that idea.
They gon'
Ding. That was a good one.
I'm gonna say it off air.
Bucks reading.
That is the name of the episode. Don't tell nobody, nigga.
Right.
Speed bumps. Don't tell nobody what street that damn.
If you stay on the street that ain't got no speed bumps, you better thank the Lord that you doing good.
Thank God.
Yes.
Thank God. Hey.
Cause Detroit.
Cause guess what? I woke up.
It takes so long to get everywhere now. I be like, dog.
I woke up one morning, dog. I just woke up. I didn't hear them. I didn't see them. It was like 7:30. Felt like it was time before the city would get out in the streets. However, as soon as I wake up, them niggas are going. and it's in my fucking front yard. They sticking this fucking sign.
They was
I'm
slick.
like, what the fuck? Y'all niggas can just put signs in nigga shit?
Bro.
And it's in my yard now. I have to cut around it. It's a fucking hassle. I hate that shit.
Oh, hell no.
So I appreciate your.
Hey, get that shit.
I appreciate you.
That was a good one.
Yes.
That's the dumbest shit y'all could ever did. We got so much shit we need. And y'all niggas speed bumps.
Right.
Fucking speed.
Them niggas be high doing installing them bitches. They don't even gotta nigga do much. Cause normally when they doing city work on your street, they put it like don't park on the street on Tuesday, don't park on the street on Sunday or some shit. Them niggas put them bitches out while your car right there. They put it under your car. Nigga like, damn, how the fuck you put a speed bump under my car, nigga?
Slid that bitch.
Slid that bitch up under your shit, nigga.
We
Come
got
on,
a
nigga. You
tool.
gotta pull up over a lump, nigga. Like, oh,
We got a tool.
What's that? How that song go? I ain't really finna play no games. You already
know my name.
Man.
Freaky
Not freaky
ain't no
dicky,
thing.
city, motherfucking whatever.
City.
Cause them niggas is not playing with your ass.
What about
City
DTE?
Detroit will slide through. Now,
Y'all mad at DTE for not getting to the power outage fast enough? Cause it was bad. It was real bad out there though. You know
for the sake of
I'm sure they was working hard as
the
fuck.
conversation here, yes, I even know one of the workers who was highly upset that he did not get called out to the storm to get some of that action. I heard he was paying big. And they was working them niggas for 16 hours and niggas getting mad overtime. A lot of money involved. So, what I will say is,
Right.
since we on that, and you know we got to keep it on the algorithm. What snatches my bucks is when companies do all of that front-facing ass bullshit and they try to claim that they compensating for some shit that they don't really have no clue of the effect of. So, for instance, DTE with a $35 credit only to the niggas who was out for like 4 days. It might have been 3 days. But they got $35. Niggas lost hundreds of dollars worth of groceries
nigga.
in this. Yeah, like you need to just cover my next month of bills. Maybe.
You know that bitch.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, they gave everybody $35. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it was a $35 credit.
Some people
Only, not everybody. Only people who were out, I think 3 to 4 days. So you have to be out that long. It really don't matter though, because whatever you had in your refrigerator, it could have been whatever it was.
Everybody need to get
certain
credit.
shit don't
Somebody
last
got
that
that
long.
on
You know what I'm saying?
Songwriter.
You just made the baby's milk. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucked up.
Shit, DTE need to be charged if somebody freeze to death.
Right, for real.
If somebody died in this cold, bitch, like y'all whole ass, like,
Right.
fuck.
They can have that shit up.
Now they step that shit up, cause I swear to God, I just went to my job, my boss texted me at 8 this morning, so my hey, power off, and y'all go up there and just grab the shit and dip. By the time we get there at motherfucking 10, I bet nigga that shit was on and kicking, nigga. I told my little dog, he was like, you think the power's still off? I'm like, fuck no, this Farmington Hills, nigga. You know that shit on, nigga. He ain't believe me, nigga. We walk right in the door, nigga. Hit the lights, everything on. Nigga. Just now, nigga, today. This ain't no cap, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just came in that bitch, like.
Yeah, no, I was at my girl shit. Thanks.
They don't play that shit in the birds, nigga.
Cause I'm about to say, yeah, we over there in the vicinity of the airport. And so I just feel like, you know, you're less likely to experience a power outage in the vicinity of the airport. Man. I don't know. It's DTW.
That's God, though.
Yeah, it's DTW.
Hey,
no,
God,
I'm saying
fuck.
but it's not God, it's DTE. Cause DTE can make sure. You know what I'm saying? Like they can go, yeah, whatever happens, we set up they shit so that it is more susceptible to bad weather or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's capitalism at work for your ass.
That's what I'm saying.
Hell yeah.
That's scary shit, though. You say they power go at the airport, nigga. Everybody crash.
Come on, man. All type of shit happens.
Oh, hell no.
All type of shit happens.
Everybody crash, nigga.
Everybody on their
They're
radar.
like, damn, it's
What?
dark as hell around this. What the fuck?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I wish I had
Them niggas
internet
probably got
access. I would look it up.
generators.
Everybody said everybody should invest in generators and fuck DTE.
I'm about to get a generator,
A
bro. I
generator
told
ain't
you.
gonna do that shit, man. You ain't gonna want to do that shit, bro. You
Now you
gonna
gotta
have
buy
to
gas.
power your shit on your like time. Like that's some
There's a
extra
$5,000 generator, bro.
Solar panels.
Sit out your shit with a solar panel. It's this fucking big. It's like the size of fucking that speaker right there. That bitch sit out your crib and power on a fucking camper or RV. Which is what I'm doing. I bought land and I'm about to get my two campers to sit on my land. Pay that $5,000 for one or two of those, you know what I'm saying? And then have my credit card pay for that bitch. So I'm building credit.
Yes.
That shit, treat that like my rent. I own land right now, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I let go of my whole apartment to do this shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
That's
Hell
cool.
yeah.
we about to cut them niggas off the pocket,
I
bro.
heard-
Like, fuck them niggas.
Okay. So, and it's not even a pothead theory or nothing crazy. This is just real.
Yeah.
So they're saying that the way that the world is about to start moving is we're about to start having movable homes so that you sell the land, not the house.
Yeah.
And therefore, you get to keep all your shit, you get to do everything. You just have a truck pull up, pick your shit up. We moving to Texas, or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So that is where life and society is heading.
If
Especially
you were
with the
smart
lack of
though,
land.
people could build their crib within 2 or 3 years if you pay all that money paying rent. Niggas average rent is $1,000 a month. That's $12,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? 3 years, that's what? 2 years, 24,000, 36, 3 years. You build a crib with $30,000. If you bring in $30,000, I ran 33 a year. My whole ass job. If I was doing DoorDash, I could probably bring in double that. You know what I'm saying? Shit. And then, like, you know.
Look, man, hey, I don't edit
That's
this
just the average
podcast.
though. Like,
Hey, I don't edit this podcast in any way, shape, or form. Don't say stuff like that. Don't say numbers, man. Don't throw no numbers out. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of like, I make roughly like,
that's one. You know,
but yeah, like, but it's a lot of shit going on in the world. We can talk about it all night if y'all wanted to, but I don't really got long ass money like that to be taking up all of Woodrow's time and shit. And maybe we can do some creative, productive type shit if we ever record this. So,
Smash the bus.
yeah, you actually ain't answered.
I can't think of that. I was trying to think of something. I always got to see.
Yeah, I use them. I use them niggas like.
Nah, see, I'm
You know what really
just
snatches my butt?
right.
Inflation.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Inflation is a good one.
Inflation snatches the fuck out of my butt. Everything costs double damn near.
Everything is pricing.
Everything up like 75%.
Hey, check this
Maybe
out.
more.
Niggas thought they was bullshitting when they said it's a shortage on chicken. And then everybody was surprised when they said it's a shortage on eggs. Niggas no chickens to make the eggs. What do you think is gonna fucking happen?
What you thought was
Motherfucker.
Yeah, that's snatch that both snatch.
And y'all keep eating the eggs before we can make fucking chicken.
Exactly.
Scrambled with cheese. Extra cheese.
Extra cheese. You don't even eat the
Extra
shit.
cheesy.
Yeah, he don't even eat it.
You get that shit with the Coney breakfast, don't even eat it.
That was funny. Right, cause that shit be like, what is that?
You gotta hit it with
You gotta hit
it with the salt and the pepper.
No, that shit they be giving you at a lot of the conies though. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit don't be. That's not eggs. Them niggas be. That shit be like.
That's that carton shit.
Yeah, it's like a bucket. Them niggas be acting like a bucket, nigga, and they just dip a ladle into it, nigga. And whatever watery ass shit is in that bucket, they just go.
That's your eggs.
And then it's eggs.
No, that's their
I go to the places. I go to the places where I can see them cook my shit.
What they in Coney they do?
I ain't never had no eggs that taste like coney eggs outside of a coney. That's all I'm saying.
They cook it with their butter shit.
I guess.
This nigga tripped.
Hey, if you own a coney and you want to tell me what y'all recipe is for the egg solution, call me. I'll get you on the show.
Shit, nah, shit. My shorty had told me shit, motherfucker. The chili ain't chili. I'm like, what? She said that's just some soy product shit, nigga. I'm like, what? She said that shit come in a bag, nigga. They cut it open, nigga, and they pour that shit in the pot. Nigga.
How do you think they make chili in a fucking can? How do you think they have all of this shit that be coming in the can?
Oh,
and it
you
just
know what
lasts
snatches my
forever?
buff?
Sloppy Joe in the can. It's like you got beef.
Canned food snatches my buff. Because it do know talking about it because they got people looking out in emergency moments like, man, they creating emergency, bro. It's not, you feel me? It's another service. It's like that dude snatched the fuck out of my buff.
Shit, at some restaurants, chili is just the little chopped up little hamburger, burnt up hamburger. They just chop that shit up and put some chili on that shit, mix that shit up, and it be good as fuck.
That's good as fuck, dog. If you do that, then I'll rock it.
That should be
Put some real ground beef in my shit, though. Put some burger in my shit. I don't want that soy, nigga. She told me that shit was just a bag of some soy and shit.
I don't know.
Well, shit.
Yeah, no, they do that.
Alright. I got, after that, I'm glad you finally
I don't know if that's something to you, but I do
got
want to say this, bro, last thing on the podcast, though. We not talking to no more hoes that ain't got gardens, bro. All this year, bro.
Oh, shit. It's
bitches
garden.
gotta have gardens
Right.
this year.
Hey,
I
you
don't
need
know.
hydroponic.
I've been saying, like, yeah.
Hydroponic hoes.
Yeah.
If you
If you don't know how to
if
garden,
if you're a
bitch,
person
I don't
that
want to
has
talk to you.
hoes,
Like, I need a bitch with a garden.
make sure they're
Bro,
hydroponic.
like, for real.
You gotta get the
Baby boy mama. I need, like, how baby boy mama was doing this shit
Yeah.
with Melvin and shit. They had that garden going. If you ain't on
I
that,
mean,
bro, don't talk to me.
that was the neighborhood.
Okay.
Like my grandma had a fucking garden
We
in the
about to get back to
backyard.
that.
Like,
Tell these young hoes, get a garden. Fuck that. Show your ass on Snapchat. I need to see that garden on Snapchat.
yeah,
What that garden like?
yeah.
That's what
Hey,
2023. Everybody get garden.
garden.
That is true though. No, you do gotta grow your own food.
Fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, be
I don't want to
mindful
see
where you
your
get
coochie
those
on
At
Snapchat.
least tomatoes. Okay, and find something to make with the tomatoes. Stuff them.
Put your garden on OnlyFans.
Stuffed tomatoes.
Say that. Hey,
OnlyFans the garden.
I'll
Holy shit.
Hey,
Watch my story.
Hey,
Watch
when
my
I
story
said
and be your
that
garden.
she
It
come
better
around
be
me
your
to get
fucking
them
garden.
higher
That's my
frequencies.
story.
Hey, I said to my new son, she come around me to get them higher frequencies. That's what it is. That's a higher frequency one.
Yeah.
They ain't
My
there.
man, bro.
Yeah, I know the girls with the gemstones that be at the festivals already do it.
Out of pocket, bro. Like, it's real good.
Yeah, they got the crystals. Shout out to the crystals. They call them Neo Soul Hoes. The Neo Soul Hoes have those on.
They got gardens.
They have gardens.
I fuck with them.
They
Like,
gonna,
SZA and shit.
they gonna watch this shit and be like, did he just
Erica
call us
Badu,
home?
little
Yeah,
shit.
Summer Walker.
Like,
She
I
got
ain't-
her floor on the bed.
Like,
She got a garden
Janae
on the window.
Aiko. Yeah.
Floor on the bed. Bed on the floor, garden in the window.
That's what I need.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
They gonna watch this shit back like,
I'm
Did
tired
he
of
just
you.
call us
I'm tired of that
hoes?
bullshit.
Yep.
we meant that in a good way.
It
Nah.
was in the best of ways.
Nah,
Y'all hoes get your garden together.
You are what you are.
Do it what you will with that info.
Yep.
No, I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to say.
ladies, women. I'm about to start saying
It's the garden challenge, bitch.
Hey,
Show
Grow
us
some
your
shit.
garden.
Grow some shit.
grow some shit. Nah, that's what I want to see.
Grow some.
Create
That's
that
the
Hey,
hashtag. Grow
shout
some.
out to all the cannabis
Fuck
girls,
it. Grow
yeah.
some weed.
Shout out to
Grow
all the
something.
cannabis. Shout out to all the cannabis girls.
They grow that.
Hey,
If it's
hashtag,
legal in your state.
hashtag grow something at the bottom of the
Man,
screen.
God gave you the right.
Grow something,
That's
bitch.
legal anyway. So
Growing
without
things.
even asking, but anyways. What
Yeah.
you do in the private is in the private. They can't come to you.
Yeah.
They know something. I'm like, bitch, you know how to garden? You know how to grow? They might know.
Anything that if a lady can grow something, she can.
I'm about to
she
say.
can real life.
Technically, oh, you want to talk about a hot take? Check it out.
Let's do it.
Women are gardens.
They are. They portals too.
Grow something.
You can grow something.
Gardens and portals.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. What you're saying is null and void,
No.
because they can
are.
go, I'm a garden. And
No.
you go,
No, you got it. What I
you
mean.
totally grow something.
They gonna take care of their garden.
I got the seed for it.
It's God's garden. 100. You mother earth. You know, created.
God damn.
Yeah.
Women,
High shit
women
at the
that
Wake and Bake Pot.
Yeah, they are. They got portals. That's the garden.
What more do you want from
Medical.
us?
That's the.
Except this exceptional fucking entertainment. We gave you exceptional entertainment. Who else is gonna give you thoughts and takes like this? Nobody. That's why you come here every Thursday at 8:30 in the morning. It's early as fuck in the morning. We just woke up. That's a lie. However, we want you to feel like you just woke up. And we waking up with you. And we smoking a blunt. You smoking a blunt. We waking up early in the morning with the Wake and Bake Podcast. My name is J Focuz with a Z, not an S. And aka formerly known as BBW Slayer. Also formerly known as Mr. Leo Auntie at Belial because she was tripping out when Kim was performing.
Hey.
I remember that.
Wood Joe the entertainer. Your girlfriend, favorite engineer, artist, producer, all that shit. I'm gonna pass it over to Amazing.
So y'all know it's amazing in this month. Look, innovative pioneer, all trades, I do it all, but look, say a poet that happens to recite my music in the form of rap, that's how we do it, man.
It's over.
That's what it is.
It's dead.
Got him, yeah.
It's
No,
dead.
that's crazy. Like, the second he set that shit down, that shit died.
I ain't mad at
The
you.
literal second he set that bitch down.
I forgot to
that
take the
bitch
damn